But I was shocked to see that the receipts are still sitting in the space in which you got them from, because I was like, there is no way Reed would have been bold enough to file a lawsuit and these receipts are live in public right now.
Me and Shamako had several conversations about Reed, to the extent that he felt like when I told him about it, he told me randomly one day, he was like, because of how close we were, he said it seemed like if something was gonna happen, like it would have happened with me and you, not you and Reed. And that in that moment, it changed how I looked at him entirely. And so he said, when you hugged me on Sunday, I got an erection. He said, I could tell that you really love me when you hugged me. So I could just feel that you love me, and it gave me an erection.
Like, call me. And then he's steady sending you scripture after scripture of shit that he said, because he wants to continue to manipulate so he can change your mind into thinking that he did not do anything to you. But what are you apologizing for, Larry Reed? Yeah. What mistakes have you made?
Listen close and listen carefully. The olive leaf extract can reverse high blood pressure and diabetic high blood sugar, or the sugar as some of our grandmamas may call it. It can also kill any nasty little bugs in your bodies like parasites, bacteria, fungi, tumors, and much, much more. And if that's not enough, you can also tell certain cancers like breast, prostate, colon, liver, and skin cancer to take a seat, because the olive leaf extract has been known to fight it. And their friend lupus can get it too, okay? So I need my winos to be in good health, because we have some good dragging to do. So visit myoliveleaf.biz to help get your health in order. All right, winos, check out our Unwine with Tasha store. We got sweatshirts that say, nah, I gotta go and I ain't got it. We got crop top, wine mug, water bottles. We got it all, okay? So be sure to hit that link below. Missy! Listen. I wish I could, I know that so many Missy Elliott songs, but I can't think of none right now because I'm tired and I want some wine, and I can't drink no wine until after my birthday because I'm detoxing from alcohol. So we're going to get through this, okay? I just want to take a moment out to really show some real sincere love to Missy Elliott. She's gone through a number of health issues regarding her weight and all that. And, I know that she's been losing weight, but I wanted to put this picture up here, okay? Especially given our detox that we just did and completed on TashaKLive.com. And we had winos that was losing 14, 10 pounds, 20 pounds in 2 weeks, okay? On a diet plan that I gave you. Y'all believed in yourself, you believed in me, and you lost the weight, okay? And the reason I put Missy Elliott up here, because I know y'all finna get mad now, is because this is what black women look like, okay? When we big, white women too, Asian women, and when we small. When we big, we look like aunties, we look like grandmamas, we look probably about 20 years older than what our normal age is, okay? But when we shed all that beautiful weight, all right, and we keep our physique up and we eat our fruits and our plants and vegetables, then we start to look 30. We start to look 25. We start to look 30. She was down here looking 45, 50 years old, okay? Now, the makeup does dial back some years, but without that makeup, she was looking hella old. Okay? No cap at all. And I'm putting this up here as encouragement for women to keep going. Okay? To keep loving on yourself, to keep putting yourself first. I know it gets harder, especially when you turn 40 and you got all types of problems going on. You ain't got time. You gotta put time into yourself. And when I saw her release a video of her modeling and she looking like, I told you, even though she, Carisha is young, Carisha looks older. I think that had a lot to do with her BBL. But she looks like she could be Carisha's little sister. That she looked younger than Carisha. Diddy Bop. you know? And so I just kind of wanted us to show some love to her. And y'all use this as encouragement, because this is what happens when we carry all the extra weight. We look bad. We look like aunties. We look like we don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Always tired. It's hard to breathe. You know, I know black women that have lupus and arthritis and all of that. And once they shed the weight, all of that disappears, okay? Cholesterol, all that stuff, it disappears. And this is what you get: youth, your youth back. So what you used to look like in your late 20s, that's what you're going to look like, okay? So congratulations, Missy Elliott. I just had to put this on deck, all right? Now, moving on. Fantasia also is another one I wanted to show some love to, okay? Fantasia. I'm going to drag her a little bit, though. I am. Only because I feel like she's feeding into a system that hasn't done anything to feed us back, okay? And so Fantasia has decided to go back to school. She did drop out when she was 14, okay? But she has since, of course, proved that school isn't everything, okay? Common sense is not school, okay? And they've branded schools the same way they've branded milk, okay? Eggs, cheese, you know, meat, you know, saying that we need it, we can't live without it. That milk is necessary for the bones. They're branding schools, and they have branded schools that this is necessary. You know what I'm saying? And constantly, time after time, we've had plenty of white men, okay, who are on the spectrum, the autism spectrum, who have shown us time and time after again, you don't have to go to school. Just focus on what your genius is. Focus on what it is that you want to do, and you build on that. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. And Fantasia sang. She sang, okay? And because of that, she sang her way out of school. She didn't need it. Even though, yeah, she went off and had a baby, her voice carried her. Her gift carried her, okay? But we're going to watch this video here, and I got a little to say on it, because I want to congratulate her, but I'm still going to tell her she don't need it. Let's go ahead and go. Let's watch this video. I'm a little salty.
Because I'm honest, and I ain't going to look in the mirror and pretend that it ain't there. It's there, baby. But we about to get it off. So love y'all. God bless y'all. I'm going to do some more work. I went back to school. Shout out to my soror Yvonne. She's back in school. I'm back in school. We push each other, motivate each other. So I'm gonna get off and get me another little session in, and then take my young one and my husband out for a little bit. But love y'all. Proud of y'all. Proud of me. Let's do this.
All right, so I'm proud of her. I just hope that she ain't in school for psychology or sociology, okay? I'm tired. I am so tired of these degrees that don't yield you nothing, okay? I'm tired. So I just hope that she did choose something that could help to elevate her music career and elevate her financially, because remember, school is an investment. The money you put in is just like you taking that money and going to start a business. School is you going to start the business of you, okay? And so that money has to yield you a job, okay? And able to get you further. But if you go there and get a degree and then you can't get a job with that degree, what's the sense? You didn't get no return on your investment, okay? So we have to look at it like that. And I get it that people think school is the end all be all, and we got some highly educated people that are making a lot of money, but those highly educated people too will be honest with you and tell you that you have to be strategic when you decide to go to school, and just don't go to school because you want your kids to look at you and call you educated, but your kids look at you and look up to you because of how disciplined you are and how successful you are and how dedicated you are. And it ain't got shit to do with you going to school. It's got everything to do with you being the amazing mother that you are, okay? So don't let them people just take your money like that. Please, please, please. We ain't got it to give, okay? We in a recession. Moving on.
So if you can...
Wait. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now, I thought this story, okay, was perfect for Friday. I lived in Hagerstown for 6 years. Hit the wine glass if you know what Hagerstown, Maryland is, okay? Hagerstown is on the border of, what do they call it? The Pennsylvania, Maryland. Well, it is in Maryland, West Virginia, and Virginia. So pretty much 4 states. And they're pretty much considered mountain states where mountain people are, right? And so I saw this story come across social media, and I couldn't do nothing but laugh, even though I was like, God gonna strike me down for this, for real. But I had to. Living in Hagerstown was definitely different, okay? You saw a lot of biracial kids, and you saw tons of toothlessness white women, okay? And white men too, okay? And it was so common that we started to notice that jobs, like, or employers would put in policy these smile policies, meaning you can't get a job unless you have a smile, right? Not a perfect smile, but a smile, your teeth. They wanted you to have your teeth. And so I remember working in the restaurant industry, and that's the first thing that they would look at was, do you have teeth? Because a lot of times in these small towns that are really heavy on narcotics and high in sugar. I remember there was this documentary I was watching one time about a little town in West Virginia, and all these people in West Virginia had no teeth from drinking a certain soda. We're not going to say that soda here. I don't want them hitting me with no cease and desist, but it was a green soda. And the sugar content in that soda was triple than what any other soda served. And as a result, by the time they were like 30 years old, sometimes even 20 years old, these people's teeth would be falling out, okay? And you got to understand, these people are in poverty. They in the mountains. They don't have access to good health care. They don't have, dental plans. Never went to a dentist in their life, And then on top of that, you got sugar, and then you got narcotics if you own it, and things like that. And then it's toothlessness. And so companies like Sheetz, because we noticed everywhere that we went, people had smiles like this young lady here. Unfortunately, if you did not meet the criteria, this is what would happen. This young lady happened to catch in real time what her employer did to her, but it did backfire on the employer. Okay, let's listen to this video here. Let's go.
So if you can, and I appreciate you being understanding with all of this, because I've had similar conversations that didn't go well. So I really appreciate your understanding, because I know it's a difficult conversation, I'm sure.
It's frustrating. I mean, I was hired this way.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, to be honest, I probably will seek other employment, because I feel like if my job performance is not enough and it has to be based on any part of my looks, it's not a company I want to be associated with, to be honest. I'm just bearing it all out here.
That's understandable.
This company has no idea what I've been through. I've lost this front teeth because my ex-husband headbutted me because I forgot to turn the whole light out.
Okay. So what you heard there was her recording the Sheetz manager at this popular gas station up in the DMV for firing her because she did not meet the smile policy and 2 of her teeth were missing. But because they had a policy in place, they wasn't trying to hear, because they've heard every excuse there was, because these people got to work. Even though they ain't got no teeth, they got to work. You know what I'm saying? And so, as a result, she ended up, recording, the employer and showing just how cruel they were. And I was like, come on now, lady. Come on. Listen. This is an isolated case, okay? And not so much isolated, because a lot of women or a lot of people do suffer situations like this where, they end up losing their teeth from, just various things. In her situation, it was domestic violence, okay? And so I get that. But, like, when you live up there, not everybody is getting head-butted and their teeth are falling out at all, okay? That's not happening to everybody. Now, I get Now, she getting her some new teeth now, because when this post went out, every smile doctor was on the post trying to contact who she was, because they about to give her a $100,000 mouth, okay? And then she can go back and work for Sheetz gas station, okay? And be happy and ain't got to worry about getting fired. But because I know personally what the hell going on up there in the mountains, okay? It was hard for me to find a dentist. I had to go to the health department to get me and my family's teeth cleaned, and them appointments was 6-7 months out, because if you don't have a tooth loose, they ain't trying to see you. We can't be doing this now. You'll be surprised how many people came in and they would try to interview and he talking to you just like this, and they done lost their teeth as a result of smoking that shit. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. Soda. Yeah. Uh-huh. Little Debbie cakes. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. So we're not gonna do this. Okay? So I need all the public outrage to just calm down. Okay? All right. That's how they talk up there too. And a lot of them kids too, biracial. Yeah, no teeth either. A lot of red acne and things on their face. Moving on. I'm going to hell. I already know it. I'm going to hell. Give me a second. Another one. So, I don't know how to say, well, I do know how to say her name. Miracle. It's spelled different, okay? So this is Miracle Pog, and this is Charles. She refused to give Charles his last name, I guess for insurance purposes or check purposes or whatever, okay? She don't want y'all going to pull up the background on her husband that she met at the laundromat she was working at, okay? So he was a regular, I believe, and came in there. She met, her husband. And so she wants to give him 2 kids. He's 85 and she's 24. She claims that when she looked at him, she couldn't tell that he was 85. And, I'm just here to say, well, we couldn't tell that you were 24. This goes back to Missy Elliott. Drop them down, okay? See the thickums? Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's go back to Missy Elliott, okay? When you take care of yourself, okay, you look like the after Missy Elliott, before and after, okay? But Mrs. Miracle Pog, for you to get online and say, we could put her back up, that you saw him and you didn't see that he was 85 years old. You didn't even think he was a day over 30. I could clearly see why you said that, okay? Because we can't see or that you're 24. This is a real different looking 24, okay? And I get it. It's give and check. Everybody got to get their own. I mean, listen, if she can hold it out, she going to be living good, and she may be able to take some of that money and, really take care of herself and dial back some of them years. Because I was like, sis, I'm not worried about him being 85. I'm worried about you saying that you're 24, because I'm like, where? Huh? Okay, I could care less about y'all getting married. Be as it may. Do what you got to do. Get out of the laundromat, sis. Do you, but don't be around here lying to us like that. You make it lie to him and make him feel like he got some young, but sis, 24, we're not doing that. Teddy, how old do you think she is? How old do you think she is? Moving on, okay?